Shalom, for the real Hebrew Israelites.
Coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of the Most High and His Heavenly Son. All praises and honor and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, a great millstone, the GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Yarahyah from Great Millstone, Chicago, GMS. And basically, got us, I came into work today. I was supposed to be at the line, but the boss called me in, unfortunately. And when I came in, one of my boss's very good friends, who's in the military, his brother-in-law, because of course my boss is Arab, but he's married to Judah, most likely, woman, and so brother, her brother's Judah, and he was going over stuff, and he had this video playing, and I'm gonna start it right now. And on this window, you'll see it's called. I'll big it up real quick. It's called a time-lapse map of every nuclear explosion since 1945, and it goes all the way up until I think 1998. It goes from the very first nuclear missile from the Manhattan Project, Triton, which was somewhere in between Nevada and New Mexico, out in the desert. That was the first one back in 1945. And then the next two that happened after that was in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I think Hiroshima was first, and I think Nagasaki was second, something like that. And those did a lot of devastating damage to those countries, to those cities in that particular country, Japan. And it goes on to show you how many nukes have been detonated ever since then. Was another reason why our animals are dying, our plants are dying, vegetation, mutations, and all. It's so much radiation that's out here in the sky as a period. All right, that it's ridiculous. And if you don't know these things, if you don't do the research, you wouldn't know. But it's over 2,000 nuclear bombs have went off on the planet, underground, in the water, above ground, over the last 60, 70 years. All right. So I'm going to put. It's got this little beeping and everything. It's going through the timeline of the years, and it's going to get really hectic and back and forth. I'm going to mute it and minimize this, so it'll just be playing in the background. This other one, as you see that count go up and up, this one here is basically breaking down the different right. I'm going to pause. Mute it, and you all can just see that there's been over 2,500 since over the last 75 years, basically, and it's giving you little just stats and so forth about the nuclear, what's been going on the nuclear stage, I guess. So while that is playing in the background, so you can see that, and you will see already by 1950 something is already over 24, 1952, 27, 30, and Russia jumped in there and started making them and testing them. Then Britain comes in 1952 and it starts testing them, and they do a lot of them in the water, and it just goes into our waters, goes into our air, goes into our land, and it just really fucks up everything. And it just is a good videos. All right. This one in particular showing you the size of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, how they were, equal to basically how big they were in comparison to what they're making now, and then how even this right now, that 1.2 megaton B-83 bomb that we have in the so-called United States arsenal, how that is pales in comparison to what they have over there in Russia, and even just one of these little bombs, even in the Hiroshima, Nagasaki, it's just, these is all prophecies coming to pass of what was going to happen over here. So I just got some scriptures. This is a constant topic. We go in and we talk about the Icbm nuclear missile fire. Some of you brothers who know me and my brother in our camp back here in Chicago, when we had two camps before we merged into one camp, we used to always, every time a scoffer comes, and we'll scoffed them back by singing ICBM missile fire, missile fire, missile fire. ICBM missile fire will be raining down on you. And we'll say it, but we have to continue to say it and repeat it over and over again. All right? Why? Because Jake forgets, and these are prophecies, and there has not been the obliteration of the United States of America and other countries by nuclear warfare, which the scriptures prophesy and say is going to happen. So just want to let you know, it's been happening. It's been over 2,000 to I think about 2,500 detonated. All right. So it's still going on, and through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, it's not going to stop until the Lord returns. Okay. So I'm just going to go into the scriptures now. I'm going to move fairly quickly, and I'll go ahead on and get started. This is Isaiah 45:5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no power besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun, that's in the east, and from the west, that's all the way to the east to the west, it means the four corners of the earth, that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So you want to know who made those bombs, who gave them the understanding of how to make them, who set the stage, has facilitated this whole thing? The Most High has done this. So what? People will know exactly what he's saying. He makes the peace and he creates the evil. He's created the demons, man. He created the devil, the white man. All right, Edomites, according to the scripture, and he's created the righteous, the angels, the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. All right, so that all of us will know that without him and ruling through his son YAHAWASHI, who they ignorantly call Jesus, that this is what's going to end up with the world. It's going to be destroyed. You know, they got bombs. This is I'll go back just a second here. This is the Tsar Bomba, and that one and if you were watching, it's equivalent of it's over 100 megatons. But they have one that they were making even bigger. That's why they say theoretical, because I don't think they have finished making it or something like that. But which is equivalent to 6,666 megatons times to Hiroshima. They're basically throwing 6,000 Hiroshima bombs in that one bomb. That will end life on the earth as we know it. All right, and these things have been prophesied by the Most High. He said he did it. Why? So we'll know that we don't give him the credence, the power, and the glory, and leave man left to themselves. They're going to destroy this place, and there won't be life left on earth. All right, but the Most High, he's the one who dictates it, and he's controlling it because he does it. All right. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. We prophets are the ones who the Lord has revealed to us the understanding of these scriptures and the prophecies, so we can warn the people what's already going on and what's happening today, and the future prophecies that the Most High said he's going to do. All right. He said, is there evil in the city? Is something bad happen in the city and the Most High is not behind it? You think somebody can do something without the Most High's permission? All right. The Lord, the angels on the left hand side, who are to execute judgment, wickedness, evil on the people, vex the people. Those are all controlled by Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Y'all, you need to go to Job, the 1st chapter. All right. This is Job, the 1st chapter, and meanwhile, you see this is by 1980. You see how many nuclear tests have been going. This is just popping off over and over and over again. I'm gonna rewind that too. That should show you it started after the 60s and 70s. Man, them bombings start picking up to where it's like a video game. Bing, 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 bing. They're doing so many damn nuclear tests out there. It's retarded. All right. But this is the book of Job. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. I'm just going to jump straight to the points. All right. He was a righteous man. Verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Most High, and Satan came also among them. All right. And the Lord said to Satan, whence comest thou? And then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil? So he's a good guy. He's a righteous man. Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear the Most High for naught, for no reason? Hast thou not built a hedge about him, a protection about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said to Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. So in order for the enemy, the spiritual Satan or the demons to have any power over you, in order for Esau, the Edomites, to come and take us down, in order for these other heathen nations to vex us and sell us and trade us and for rum and cahoots with Esau and so forth, all that had to be sanctioned by Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Nothing happens down here on this planet if it's not sanctioned by the Lord. It's sanctioned to separate who the righteous and the wicked are. It's sanctioned to give righteous punishment to the wicked and righteous rewards to the righteous. All right. He said, I create the good, the peace. He's going to give someone peace, and he's going to give somebody destruction. All right. And one of the tools, the main tool that he's going to use to fuck up Babylon the Great, is those Icbm nuclear missile fires. All right. So, and he's revealed that to us, to his sons, the prophets, and he showed it to us, and we're prophesying it. We're putting it out there so everybody can see it. All right. So now I'm just going to go into the scriptures and just go through a barrage of nuclear missile scriptures. There's so many of them. I might not get to all of them. I'm going to play it through the Spirit, but I'm going to start in Isaiah, the 54th chapter. All right, starting with verse 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith and the blower. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. All right. So as you see, this plutonium and uranium and all these things, these are things that the Lord has created. If you all the tests that have been done with showing the devastation of uranium, plutonium, and nuclear fire is shown. Matter of fact, I had to open up another tab just to say physical effects of nuclear. I was going to say radiation. All right. And if you look at it destroys you. Radiation, and if the bomb doesn't just clearly burn you like Sarah Connor, and I'll pull up that image, you know, Sarah Connor Terminator. And I know the picture is going to pop up. It's one of the most iconic pictures from that movie series. I know it's going to have to be one of those pictures. Is going to I will have to scroll down a little bit. Matter of fact, I'll add it. I'll make it easier. Terminator, nuclear fire. And see, out there we go. I knew it was going to pop up. Okay. This image right here. All right. We know that's the end. That's going to happen. The fire, and you're going to burn the ashes and melt. And I got a scripture to back that up. Matter of fact, I'll go to that right now. I'll come back to Isaiah 54, YAHAWAH, Most High willing. Zechariah, I think the 14th chapter, verses 12 and 13, to my knowledge. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. So this is everybody who's been fucking niggas up. This is everybody who's been coming against the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day, all right, it shall come to pass that in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. All right. So Most High said they're going to melt. Basically, they're going to melt like holding some chocolate, you know, some Reese's Pieces or some M&Ms in your hand, and next thing you know, it starts melting. That's what's going to happen to your body. All right. Through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All right. So going back here, now outside of that, if the bomb doesn't blow you up to where it's going to consume you right away, that radiation gets you, and when that radiation gets you, this is what happens. This is what you look like. All right. It eats away your skin. It starts. It fucks you up in so many ways. It causes mutations. All right. They call it hidden pollution because it's out there, because they've been doing thousands and thousands of tests. Back over here, by they're showing you now just all what Russia's done by himself. It got to a point where it went all the way up to 1998, and it has slowed down because of an agreement that they had between Russia and America. And that's all they went up to. But then that agreement failed, and they went back at it. Okay, but then they started isolating, just showing you what one particular nation has, where they've done their testing and their dirty work. And if you watch it, I'm gonna rewind this now and go all the way back to the beginning. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get where it was really jumping, really, especially like in the middle of the 60s and 70s, where this is going on. It's like a video game. They're going, you know, month by month, week by week, year by year. They're doing, you know, nuclear testing all around the planet. Over here in various parts of Africa, parts of Europe and Russia, certain parts in America, and then a whole bunch in the seas, man. That's why these animals come up looking like they come up looking, you know, dying, mass animals dying. A whole bunch of sicknesses and radiations and cancers. A lot of this shit's because this nuclear radiation, man. All right? That's why the Lord said if he don't hurry up and come back, we'll be scarcely saved. We wouldn't be able to survive this damn place, man. All right. Hold on 1 second. I got a customer. All right. So I'm going to jump back here. Get this back up. And all right. So I'm going to let those play. And you can see all those mutations and so forth. This shit is, man, this ain't no joke, man. Esau's been jacking this place up, man. Jacking it up, man. That's why the Lord has to come back and save us, bro, as soon as possible. All right, so I'm just gonna go, like I said, through a barrage. I'm gonna go back through Isaiah 54 just to wrap that up, and then I'm just gonna go through a bunch of different scriptures, and then I'm gonna, just keep pushing this vibration that this is what's about to happen. We're saying it now, so when it happens, we want you all to know that a prophet has been among you and it told you what's going to happen before it's happened. The annihilation of America is going to be destroyed. Various parts of Europe, the land of Israel, and other places across the planet. And it's going to take the Most High to come down here and clean it all up. All right. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. All right. So the Most High said he'd created all that. All right. But he said to the righteous, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Most High. So that's the reason why the Lord has commissioned us to teach it, because he's going to save us right out of that fire. I mean, by the hair of our chinny chin chin. Yahawah Ratazah. Hope we make it part of that number. All right. So now I'm just, like I said, I'm going to go through a barrage of scripture. Psalms. This is Psalms, the 7th chapter, verses 12 and 13. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. These are the arrows of the Most High. These are instruments of death. He has bent his bow and made it ready. All right. I'm going to go to Judges 5 and 11 to show you that this arrow is not a simple bow and arrow. This is talk about nuclear missile fires. All right. That bow is those machines that are catapulted, and those arrows are those missiles. All right. This is Judges 5 and 11. It's talking about the righteous. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So he said it's going to be a place where they're going to be delivered. Who? The righteous. From what? The noise, the archers. Now, if somebody has a conventional bow and arrow, the most noise you hear is this. And as it's flying, you don't even hear it. You might hear, that's not no noise. Our noise, a sound that he's talking about is boom and exploding. All right, that's the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. And drawing water is multi-layered and multifold. All right, this marketplace. You go to a place where you draw water out. It's a marketplace where many people come up to. All right. Well, Revelation says those waters refers to nations, peoples, and tongues. Going on.
But basically, it's America. All right. The melting pot. The melting pot. All right. Places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. And where and this proves this America is and under the Esau's vibration is where the people rehearsing, recounting, remembering, and telling the people what we're doing as we speak. I'm rehearsing those righteous acts right now. I'm recounting those righteous acts right now. And it's righteous for the Lord to destroy this place. They done fucked us up. They done fucked the world up. With chemtrails, with the fluoride in the water, the genetically modified organisms, and most importantly, the stealing of the chosen people of the YAHAWASHI. All right. Even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the villages in Israel. So let you know, wherever the real Israelites are and who's out there crying to the Most High and crying out to the people to wake the fuck up and repent and come back into the good graces of the Lord. That's us, through the Spirit of YAHAWASHI. All right. All right. So let's see. Those arrows, that's the Lord is going to shoot these arrows over here and destroy these people. All right. This is Isaiah 5 and 26. And he will lift up an ensign to the nations from far, and will hiss unto them from the end of the earth. And behold, they shall come with speed swiftly. None shall be weary nor stumble among them. None shall slumber nor sleep. Neither shall the girdle of their loins be loosed, nor the latchet of their shoes be broken. Whose arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses' hoofs shall be counted like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. All right. So he's describing a whole bunch of nuclear missiles being shot off, and so I could go back and play it again. Can keep these playing so you people can see what's going on in the background. But these whose arrows are sharp, they don't sleep, they don't slumber. That when they're flying through the air, these are laser guided, computer guided missiles. They're going to move. If it's a building that's right here, that missile will come
and it will go, if it's in a way to target, it will move. It's going to move around. It's not going to be impeded. All right, it's not going to say, "Oh, I'm done. I'm going to fall." No, it's going to go, and it's going to go with the fuel and the fire, like the flint. What does flint do? It sparks, makes a fire. All right, and it's going to move to its target. And it's going to be very have a high level of precision. All right, and that's what the Most High says He's going to do. Use these, you know, and they're going to be an army of them. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of missiles, because every single one, and like this video right here is playing, showing you that one missile contains basically thousands and thousands and thousands of missiles. All right. That's why they can't understand the Revelations when he said that the number of them are 100,000 times 1,000 thousands or something, thousands of thousands. You know, people are like, that's not that many in the world. You can take 15,000 missiles and have multiple warheads in each one, and then the megaton effects of what they drop is the devastation of one ton of TNT, and you'll have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of nuclear missiles, man. You have hundreds of thousands of nuclear missiles and already inside of one missile. You all don't know about nuclear fission, all right, and nuclear weapons. You don't know, all right. This is Isaiah 6:11. All right. Then said I, "How long, Lord?" And he said, he answered. Now this is the prophet asking, "Lord, how long should I go tell the people?" Because the Lord says, "Go and tell the people," verse 9, "hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see indeed, but perceive not." All right. Verse 11 says, "Then said I, how long, Lord?" He said and answered, "Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate." All right. So he said until it's all wasted away, until they blow each other up, until that nuclear missile fire come. Keep on preaching because how can a city be wasted without inhabitant? All right. Let me see if I can find it here in another video. Devastation. Devastation of Hiroshima. There you go. Devastation of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You just go look at the aftermath. You know, this is a wasted land right there. All right, and the nuclear missile fire that we have now is going to make this look like it was a firecracker. Okay, but when you look out and you can see what used to be big buildings and land and so forth, and there's nothing but rubble, then you can get the idea. All right, and like I said, these are nothing compared to what we have today. That was 1945 technology. All right, they have technology now that these missiles come down, according to the scriptures, there's not going to be nothing but dust left. All right, it's going to be a desert. All right. Matter of fact, I'll pull that one up. All right. Desert creatures there. That's why I'll put in desert creatures. All right. This is Isaiah 13:19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, which is America, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah with heavenly nuclear fire from the chariots, which will also come and do their part too on this planet. All right, and it shall be it's like it, right? Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. It's going to be so destroyed that it's going to be a desert forever, and an everlasting memorial of what not to do and how not to live, and what judgment will happen to you if you was to think about going down that path. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. Why? Because it's going to be turned to a desert-like conditions. And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in the desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. He said it's about to happen, and her days are not going to keep going on and forever and ever and ever and ever, as white man likes to claim that it's going to be. All right, which it's not. All right, look at all the bombs. This all the bombing Russia is done just by themselves. You think? You know how much radiation is over there in Europe too? Not to mention Chernobyl was one of those big blasts happened was with Chernobyl when they had the accident, you know, fucked up. That's big circle one right here. To my knowledge is Chernobyl. And to this day it's fucked up over there, man. They got wolves that are triple and mutated to size and all kind of shit. You know? I don't know if I can find it. This is the United States and all this bombings that they've done over that time period. Massive, man. All right. Let me see. Chernobyl. Mutant wolves. All right. I don't know if somebody caught a picture of them and want to put it out there. You know, but it's a whole bunch of animals over there that's muted. 2 heads, you know, fish that's grown together. This is, look how massive this wolf is. Yeah, this is some that Chernobyl came out of the radioactive wolves of Chernobyl, man. Look how big this damn wolf is, man. It's bigger than a goddamn human, man. Look at this shit. All right. This is not no joke, man. These are huge mutants, man. All right. That's how big they're getting over there. All right. Most High's got to come save us, man. This place is fucked. All right. But it's gonna be desert creatures there, man. This is what the Lord said. It's gonna be utterly destroyed. All right. I'm gonna hit a couple more precepts. I knew it was my list is way long. We'll be here for an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it down. But I got inspired by this video that he was playing when I came in, and it's like, God damn, they already been. That's why it's so much damn radiation already. Not to mention the nuclear reactors and them cracking and leaking and fucking up the whole tsunami that fucked up the one in Japan, and all that's coming over to the from the Japan all the way over here. The trade winds blows right here to America. That's why there's a lot of deaths, animal deaths, all the time, you know. And it just is what is going on, man. The Lord's jacking this place up. And that's why people say, well, we don't know what's going on, why this is happening and why that's happening. Well, it's because you all been killing it and the Lord has been keeping track. All right. I'm going to hit Habakkuk, and I'm probably going to hit Revelations, and I'm going to wrap it up. All right. Habakkuk 3:11 says, the sun and the moon stood still in the habitation, and the light of thine arrows they went at the shining and thy glittering at the shining of thy glittering spear. Thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. All right, this is the Most High saying this is what he's going to do with his arrows, his glittering spear. Why? Because when they shoot through the air and they fly, they shoot through the air and they fly, and they sparkle because the wind, in the front, they're piercing the air, and you can see the fire that they're going so fast. You see a little flame before, and then you see the rocket fueling them behind them. All right, and you don't see that with arrows. Okay, as far as conventional arrows, verse 13. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people. This is the punishment that's going to be given to the crackers and these other heathen nations for fucking us up. Even for salvation with thine anointed. Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation into the neck. Salah. All right. So the Most High says he's going to fuck them up. All right. Hold on one second. Con. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna end right here with Revelations 9 and 16. It says, "And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth and brimstone." So they knew that brimstone is referring to nuclear fire. "And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstones." Now, what does a lion do? It bites, man, and it kills. One of the strongest animals out there in the animal kingdom is the king of the animals. Well, it's letting you know that this thing that he saw in the vision, it's like, man, it's gonna bite you hard. All right, and out of their mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone. "And by these were the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths." And that third part of men is talking about the Edomites, so-called white men, the wicked men. All right, he's going to destroy them. All right, so it says by these three was the third part of men killed. All right, you had if we go back to like Genesis, the 6th chapter, I think like the first verse, it'll show you that there's different parts of men. You have Genesis 6:1, "And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose." All right, you have sons of God, you have sons of men, and then you also have the seed of the wicked, which everybody, if you don't know now, is the so-called white man. All right, and I'll just give you a quick Malachi 1 and let's say 2. "I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I have loved Jacob, and hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste." And that's that waste. He's going to destroy them for the dragons of the wilderness. It's going to be nothing but destroyed. All right. Wherein Edom, the white man, saith, "We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I'll throw it down." "And they shall call them the border of wickedness." Okay, there you go, the sons of the wicked, "and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever." So you got the sons of the wicked, you have the sons of the righteous, and then you have the sons of men, normal men. The sons of the righteous are the powers, the sons of the living power. So they're little bitty powers. All right, we're angels, we're angelic beings. That's what it means to be a Hebrew Israelite. All right, and you have the sons of the wicked, which are the sons of demons and devils. All right, and then you have the sons of men, the normal human beings. All right, so that's why we go back to Revelation, the 9th chapter. I believe was it Revelations, the 9th chapter? I believe I was at, and I started with 16. And it says that verse 18, "By these three were the third part of men killed." He's going to destroy a third of the classifications of mankind. You have the wicked, you have the righteous, and you also have just the normal men. All right, he's going to kill that third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. And that also goes for anybody who's joined to them. All right, here in Isaiah, the 13th chapter. Let's see, I'm about to, not the 7th verse. I'm just gonna. Let's see. It's one of these scriptures. It's over here somewhere. But it says, "Everyone that's joined to them will be thrust through." Oh yeah, here you go. Isaiah 13 and 15. "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword." All right. So if you're joined to Esau, if you're captured by him, you fell for his tricks, you've been persuaded by him, you in his basically believing in his philosophies and his doctrines and so forth, then the Most High said, you're joined to them, you're going to be sword. they're gonna fall by the sword. They're gonna be destroyed. All right. Back to Revelations, the 9th chapter, verse 18. The third part of men killed by the fire and in the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth. That's where the nuclear warhead, all right, and in their tails. That's how they get around. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. All right. So the Lord's got thousands and hundreds of thousands of missiles prepared for these fucking wicked, the 2/3, and the wicked. I don't know how else to put it. So-called cracker, the white man, and the Most High is going to blow this place up, man, and different strategic areas, and then rescue us, and then we can come back and put order back here on the earth. All right, because everything is out of order. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. All praises and honor and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles out in York, a great millstone, the GMS. Honors to all the Akim around the planet, lifting up the name YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI in truth and sincerity. To water and blessings, barakatum, ha'akwath, to the righteous women out there. May the Lord continue to bless you all. And just, if you're out there, keep teaching, keep preaching, keep fighting, keep believing, hold on until the end. That I'm going to say, shalom.